Hi everyone, it's Kate here for another Period Drama Monday. The period drama I would like to talk to you about today is the 2004 BBC version of North and South. This is one of my favorites, and this I think is one of the prettiest period dramas you can watch. So North and South has a novel that was written by Elizabeth Gaskell. It is a Victorian novel, and it's about Margaret Hale and her father, Reverend Hale, and her mother, who, because of her father resigning as a vicar, end up moving from very south warm climate of England to the north of England, where there's lots of industry, and this is right during the heart of the Industrial Revolution, so lots of money from industry like cotton being made, and it's just about their adjustment once they move there. And one of the first days that she's there, Margaret ends up meeting John Thornton, who's the protagonist of the story, and he is so different from anything that she's ever known, and she is so repulsed by him when she first meets him. And this is totally the Victorian Pride and Prejudice, and eventually, once they actually get to know each other, they come to resolution and more of an understanding of each other, because not only do they have these personality differences, but they have all of these cultural differences. For example, there's an instance when he reaches to shake her hand, and that is totally normal where he is from, but in the south of England, that's considered very rude and forward, and she's totally caught off guard. So in addition to these difficulties they would have personality-wise to get through anyway, they also have these cultural barriers that they have to figure out those. And it's really a serious period drama, and there's not much humor in this, and there's a lot of sadness. So this is definitely a more serious one. You have to be in a more serious mood, but it is a wonderful romance, and it has, I award to North and South, my favorite ending scene out of any period drama ever. And I've seen I've seen maybe 200 period dramas, so this has an ending scene that has not yet been beaten. And let's see who is in it. Daniela Denby-Ashe plays Margaret. I have not seen her in anything else, but I think she has a fairly active acting career. But I know what people in the UK were more excited for was Richard Armitage playing John Thornton. This was the first time I had seen him in anything, and boy am I glad I did. He is fabulous in this. I do wish maybe he would smile a little bit more throughout it, because he's so serious. He's even more serious than Darcy, but he does a fabulous job. And John Thornton is such an interesting character, and just to hear his background and his history and how he came to have this cotton mill is really fascinating. And then Nicholas Higgins is played by Brendan Coyle, who I loved so much on Lark Rise to Candleford, and then eventually he's on Downton Abbey, and he plays the same character pretty much that he plays in Lark Rise to Candleford, but that's okay because I like him so much. And then Frederick Hale is played by Rupert Evans, and Frederick is Margaret's brother, and Rupert Evans you might know from the 2009 Emma, that he plays Frank Churchill. So I'm trying to think about anything else you need to know about this. Yeah, just lots of cultural misconceptions, and one thing that's neat about Elizabeth Gaskell, I said this was like a Victorian Pride and Prejudice, so you have all of the romance, but you have lots of social commentary, basically on industrialization and the benefits and the harm that that can do. And there's a lot about unions, when unions were first a thing and going on strike, and lots to say about that, lots of commentary on that. So if you have seen this, please let me know your honest opinion. I'm always happy for a discussion, and if you have not and you end up watching it, please let me know what you think. And as always, I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you for another video soon. Bye-bye.